It's time once again for that delicious segment that we do every week called Comments from Trolls.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, we just feed them. Well, they're feeding us, I should say. It's like we do need to make something in the merch store where we say something like, trolls have been feeding us since 2015 or something like that, you know? Something funny like that. So anyway, the comment that we have this week is from a guy by the name, and I'm assuming it's a guy because their name is Mark. Mark Wilt says that, and this happened to be on the Kent Hovind Know Your Enemy segment that we did over a year ago.
Oh my God, that's,
it got released to the public like a couple of weeks ago, but this one says, Mark Wilt says, "Holy shit, this has to be the cringiest trio on YouTube." And I beg to disagree because the drunken peasants are still a thing, and so is Three Mormons. That's still a fucking show.
Oh yeah, those Three Mormons.
They have a different name now because they can't use Mormon anymore. They literally changed their fucking show name. And they can't be good Mormons if they don't listen to their prophet. So,
wow, that put them in a real bind, didn't it?
So Mark goes on to, just giving you two a heads up here, he goes on to single us out here. You have a dim-witted loudmouth cunt.
I mean,
me?
Kyle, why is he so mean to you?
I don't know.
A soy boy closeted queer.
Nobody's closeted on this show, hon.
And a fat liberal wannabe Glenn Beck.
I look nothing like Glenn Beck.
I have a really hard time. Which one is he talking about? The soy boy closeted queer and the fat liberal wannabe Glenn Beck? I mean, because he can't be imaginative enough to call anybody else a cunt except for the female on the show, right?
Glenn Beck has hair, right?
Yeah, I would think that he's talking about Kyle in that one. So that makes me the soy boy closeted queer. I'm not closeted. Fuck you, dude.
we don't live in closets.
No, we fucking wrecked the closets years ago.
It
is pretty.
Oh, you did make it pretty.
That's what I did when he was preaching, and I was really bored. I was like, I can't. I have a marker. I have a piece of paper. I have a literal
scrap of paper.
A scrap of paper. This is what I'm doing instead. That's what I do with my time.
Yeah, dim-witted loudmouth cunt, soy boy closeted queer. Then we can make an intro video where Felicia calls herself, "Hi, I'm the dim-witted loudmouth cunt," and I go, "I'm the soy boy closeted queer," and Kyle goes, "I'm the fat liberal wannabe Glenn Beck."
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe he's talking about me hosting. I don't know if that's what he may be talking about.
What does he mean dim-witted? Does he just because dim-witted just means slow, right? And I mean, you can say that I am unintelligent or that I suffer from the Dunning-Kruger. You can say those things. I disagree. Because
sure,
I know how not smart I am in so many things.
Right, right. But he's not clever enough to.
He doesn't know that. But dim-witted isn't dim-witted just like an old-timey term for slow?
Yeah.
I'm not slow. Like that's clear. I'm not. I'm fast. That's kind of my whole thing.
Yeah.
So the next line says, "Just listening to them talk is enough to make you want to rip your fingernails one by one and vomit."
Then do the thing, man.
Yeah, please do.
Live your best life.
You do you, man.
How much of this did you watch? I mean,
we don't kink shame on this show.
No, if that's what you're into, go for it.
And he starts off, he goes into ellipses. Every one of his fucking statements is something ellipses. Double space, next line.
I hate that.
Please learn to use an ellipsis.
Guys,
yeah.
It does not make the conversation more conversational, okay? We know what periods are. We know they're a pause. You don't ever go into a conversation going, well, is what...
You want to really impress us? Throw a fucking semicolon in there.
Sure.
If you use it properly, don't just
don't
just go throwing those around like they're fucking confetti.
Yeah, because then it makes us... Because let me count. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ellipses in this thing.
What? He's not. Okay, you see what I just did there? And I didn't even mean to, but I went, what? He's not, and they just kind of trailed up. That's, if you wrote that out, would be
an ellipsis.
Yes.
Right.
He's not ... That's what an ellipsis is,
right.
Guys. It's you let the thought just kind of
you let it go. You let it sail off into the periods.
And
You
then
know,
you usually
like,
go
that's why
into a
it's
completely unrelated thing after that. That's how ellipsis is supposed to work. You're not supposed to be like,
supposed to be an implication.
And
Otherwise-
for the love, please just don't overuse them.
no.
Stop with
Otherwise,
they
otherwise
are
it
not
just looks like
punctuation. They are
No.
not the replacement for a period, a comma, a semicolon. That it's not more conversational. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No,
Every
no,
time
just-
you do that, I think that you're ending with a vague and
No,
I can't read your words because I'm so distracted with why are you trailing off right now? Is there further information implied that I missed? Because there's not. There never is. They're using it in this case. They're using instead of a period, which is already a pause. Sentence, end of thought, done.
Now, the grammar Nazi in myself here has a problem with this one on top of the ellipsis problem that he has. And he starts his next sentence, and. Don't fucking start a sentence with and.
Great.
not unless you know what you're doing.
But unless you know what you're doing, and he's not. He says, and that's not even getting into how completely and utterly wrong they are on almost every word that comes out of their fat
You don't
mouths.
need the and there. You could have just said, that's not. Like, why would you start with an and there?
Yeah. And he said, out of their fat mouths. And he said, mouth S, not mouths.
Mouths.
Yeah, multiple mouths. You know, multiple.
There's
more
three
than
of
one
them.
mouth. There's three
Right.
of them here. So,
Yeah, three. Well, I
And
mean, and not excluding my downstairs mouth.
no.
I don't
Well, I
know
mean,
what that means. I just thought it would
technically-
sound funny, and I don't think it landed. I don't think it landed.
Technically, all three. You have two downstairs mouths, and Kyle and I at least have one ourselves because those things like to consume if you don't have a right
True.
kind of handle at the
True.
bottom of it.
Yeah.
So,
Mine. Well, then I only have one because mine doesn't consume. Well, no, never mind.
nope.
Just-
I've
they just have to
heard
be
of things
small
getting
enough.
lost. In
No, they can't. They can't get lost in there. They can't get lost in there. If they get lost
Right.
in there, somebody doesn't know how our own vagina works.
There's kind
Their
of
own. I'm sorry, I need to be
there's
clear with that. Not only women have vaginas.
there's a
Yeah.
cul-de-sac there. It's
Yeah, there's a
cul-de-sac.
hard stop.
Okay, to continue on with this guy's fucking thing. I sometimes enjoy cringy content for the entertainment value, but there's no value to be had in this toxic cancer.
Okay,
no value at all.
Hey,
Really?
what? Yeah.
you're watching it, so
I mean, you watched it. It was free. We probably got money off of you watching it because we got served a commercial. So who's winning in this regard? I mean,
Mm.
and also like
Hey, you watched it. You didn't like it. Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't. Okay, we don't really care. This isn't our livelihood, so
Mm-mm.
no. And
Um,
the real funny thing is, like,
Mm.
most of the times when I don't like something, I don't leave a 7 ellipsis filled fucking ranty comment about shit.
no.
We
I
had
just
that.
I just leave. I did leave a couple funny comments on the Sargon Contra debate. That was like, I'm a little late to the party, but wow, did Contra school him? And then I went and did some fact checking on his shit that she couldn't do live on air, and I was like,
Right.
not even fucking close, Sargon. Not
Well,
even fucking close.
You guys weren't around for the Jesse Lee Peterson video that I did this week. I put one out there where he was talking about the Apostles' Creed, about how Trump
that
didn't do
was-
the Apostles' Creed kind of thing.
Oh, that's so cringy.
And I said,
mean, to be fair, I don't know the Apostles' Creed anymore either.
but you know what it is. That's the thing, is that,
I had
and
to
you
memorize it in Catholic school.
you understand that the Catholic Church, if the Catholic Church didn't exist, you wouldn't have most shades of Christianity you have today.
Right.
Any.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much,
So
yeah.
anyway, you understand that point. But the point is like he stood there not reading it and stuff. And I was like, well, yeah, I actually agree that you shouldn't be reading that kind of thing if you're the president. I mean, it means that you, but the reason he wasn't reading is because the President Trump doesn't know how to read. And I'm making this long roundabout joke here
Mhm.
to get to the point where I made a fucking like own on Sargon, where I'm like, yeah, just like Sargon of Akkad doesn't know how to fucking read. And I put in the rap battle thing where the guy's freaking out and doing the hands over his ears and like slamming into the ground, and it was playing the air
Nice.
horn from the rap. No, it's from
Right.
World Star Hip Hop air horn thing where it's like me
Yeah.
me 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 me.
Oh yeah, the Turned down for what? And then they go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I had way too much fun making that stupid joke, and I love doing this shit
That was
for
a pretty
whatever
good one.
reason.
It landed. It landed.
And he continues with another "and" sentence here, and this
okay.
has no bearing on my opinion of Kent Hovind.
Okay, fine. Don't
Nice.
care.
We didn't
Great.
think
If-
it would.
If you don't think he's stupid, then you're a soft-headed person just like he is. So that's another topic altogether.
Wait, what? Read that one back to me.
And this has no bearing on my opinion of Kent Hovind. That's another topic altogether. And he spelled it all period or all space together. It's ALTOG. Yeah,
Is it?
It's combined. It's a smush word
Look,
where you put the AL.
It's a smush word conjunction as a smush word.
if you're going to go,
I prefer smush word. I like smush words.
just
If you're gonna come at me, come at me with proper grammar because I'm
Right.
gonna pick your shit apart.
just a general rule of thumb. If you're going to try to troll somebody, and
Especially
you're going
somebody
to make comments about their intelligence, take what you just wrote in your comment and toss it into another word processor so you can fucking spell check it.
because I didn't do copy editing for 8 years on fucking other websites for that fucking long, being a editor in chief of shit to go, yeah, I'm just gonna let this one slide. I can't no, because your fucking written word reflects on how intelligent you are in my book. That's my book.
No, it doesn't.
In my book.
That's
And
some whitey ass bullshit is what that is.
this is what I got to like. This is my anchor that
Well-
I'm throwing into the fucking ocean, that I exist in this ocean of internet.
Yeah, but there are plenty of intelligent people who can't write clearly. Like that's a product of privilege. It's just a product of privilege.
It is.
But this guy coming in and criticizing our, in his opinion, inability to communicate effectively, whilst communicating ineffectively
Yeah.
Precisely.
in a non-meaningful dialogue, then like fuck him. We're totally allowed to make fun of that because he's calling us dicks and he's being a dick and he doesn't know how to use ellipses. But like at the same time,
we're not talking pidgin English, and we're not talking about ESL kind of stuff here. We're talking about a guy that's coming after our intelligence by making shit that's unintelligible.
Right.
Poorly written, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody came at us with genuine criticism, not this kind of criticism, but like actual like criticism / question / dialogue. But they communicated poorly. I mean, we've had commenters who don't speak English.
Oh yeah,
as their
yes.
language.
Right.
And I give a special loving hand to the people that English is not your first language.
Yeah.
Because how well do I speak Japanese and German? Very poorly compared to people that try to comment in German, you know?
We need to talk about people who grew up in poor school systems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Generally, we're going to respond pretty positively, but when you're just going to be a douchebag, we're going to be a douchebag.
Yeah, when you open the gates by,
calling us stupid
us
and cringy,
I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. We're not going to. Yeah, he did. We're not gonna. We're not really going to listen to what else you have to say.
But we are going to make 13 or 14 minutes of content off of you.
I will point out. Boring ass insult, motherfucker. Try better.
Serious.
Do better.
Serious.
Like if you're gonna insult me, stop. Like everyone's either calling me a thought or a cunt. Like oh no, not my heart.
Yeah.
Not my heart.
Yeah. Find the chink in my armor. Find the. Your audio quality is terrible. Fuck, that hurt. Or something where it's like you make fun of the video quality. Yeah, I don't care.
They're gonna see my pretty and be like, that looks like shit, and I'll be like,
damn it, that's my artwork.
Does it? I thought it looked
and
like
it said
pretty.
He finishes off by saying, "Damn, these three are cringy." So at least he started with a thesis statement and finished it up in a conclusion. So I'll give him points there.
He did.
I will give him points there.
Followed through. Well done.
If I was grading, mid-level, like sixth grade English, I'd be like, bravo for starting with a thesis and then ending with a conclusion that that repeats
don't
the thesis.
Don't throw around the word cunt. You don't know how to use it well.
No.